Good morning, gentlemen and ladies on scene.
Good morning.
Welcome to News Insight.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, so we could just be seeing something happening in Abia because right now it looks like Labour Party is not well put together and they don't have some strength. So Governor Otti, who is termed as one of the best performing governors, could be moving to the APC. You know, he was one of the first persons that went to see Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu on a particular December, trying to align with the federal so that they can continue. This federal thing, I don't really know why align with the federal, as if federal will come and help you govern your states.
Yes. Issue of Labour Party, at least in Abia State, is quite an interesting one. I think that is the only state that the governor in the entire...
That they have a governor.
That they have a governor.
Yes.
And then the man is doing well. APC had gone there in different levels, different capacity, to the level of the person of the Senate President. When the Senate President do not have anything to tell Nigerians of his present achievements so far, I'm happy he went to Abia State and told the Labour Party publicly that I'm seeing the good work you are doing here, but I cannot praise you now because you are in Labour Party. If you join APC, I will sing your praises and congratulate you for good work you are doing. It's a shameful thing. It's rather very unfortunate. Akpabio should be ashamed of himself, rather telling APC members to take a lead, to take example from Abia State, and tell Abia State Governor that there is more that can still be done. Based on what Mr. President told us in January this year, the volume of money given to states, APC is not even ashamed of not having a particular state to use as an example of why they should be voted back.
Abuja, for example.
Is Abuja a state?
Well,
if they use it to rig election, when they declare that Abuja has become a state because they have to put it for the present administration, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was Abuja a state in Nigerian constitution? Let's not deceive ourselves.
Okay, all right. Peter, I know you're from Abia. Yes. Some light coming from Abia State. Should a man join a party to win a state, or his pedigree should actually speak for him? Does he need to move to APC to get a ticket or to win an election? Is it about APC or by himself?
Before I answer that, let me just enjoy the moment, because it's been a while. Abia has been spoken in such a light. Abia has had failed governance.
From Ojus Okalu to Theodora Oji to Ikpazu.
Let's call the party. Let's leave the names. Let's call the party.
PDP
has failed Abia State woefully for almost 24 years. For Abia to be recognized as a state that is moving forward is something to celebrate.
Anyway, congratulations.
Abians were happy.
Congratulations.
They were happy. But of the truth, what is that really doing? He's doing what he was asking. What
he simply should do.
No, he asked for it. He asked for us to give him the mandate to do what he's doing.
To govern the state.
But we are praising him because others couldn't do this. To me, he has not done anything extraordinary. He applied for this job. And he's doing what we paid him to do.
And governance is about development, bringing people closer to the government.
Back to your question, must they move? In Nigeria, there's no ideology. Look at the UK, Conservative and Labour. Have you ever heard they switch parties? Because they have an ideology. They have things they believe in. But here, there is no party ideology. And everybody wants to align with the central. But it's a shameful thing that Senate President could descend that low. He's telling me now, as long as you're in Labour, you will be laboring.
Yes.
Isn't it shame in laboring?
But
there's a reward for every labor.
But the BOT of the People's Democratic Party, hold on, praised him, and someone said that he should be expelled from the party because he's doing anti-partyism.
It's been suspended.
And that's Wike.
It's been suspended. And then Wike campaigned for another party. He did not even praise. He worked for another party. And yet he's in the same PDP. There's no level playing field in this country. For Abio, he's becoming consistent with his nonsense is dishing out to Nigerians.
Okay,
He doesn't know the office is occupied.
All right, we'll come to Akpabio much later, maybe after this topic, because we're going to discuss Akpabio. Otti, Abia, now synonymous with progress, increase, unlike what used to be. For example, the former governor, Ojuzo Kalu, is coming out and telling us that the current president will do 8 years, and that's sacrosanct. But he was the first governor of that state in this dispensation, and he should be quiet and tuck his tail between his legs.
You see, the truth about it again is, if you look at it, most of the men that are making this noise and involved in these dramas are people that we never even knew would be out of prison. Based on the allegations with facts against them, Akpabio, what's his name? Ojuzo Kalu. So why will you blame them? The people that are supposed to return to the state what they've stolen from their states, that's supposed to be apologized, that should be hiding their heads in shame. Today are the ones that our system has given them opportunity to be representing sane people. What do you expect them to do? How do you expect a pig brought from the gutter, bait, and taken to US? The next thing is some gutters everywhere, and you expect that pig not to go into the gutter? I'm not trying to be insulting here. It's the fact. Now my happiness is this. The PDP have seen the work the governor of Abia State is doing.
And I've praised it.
What I expected the Senate president to do is very simple. The Abia State is a state under Nigeria, under his watch as Senate president. Congratulations. Well done. Then you can now, that is if they have the mind of working for the people. When you appreciate and applaud this man for what he is doing, and you encourage him to do more, and you give him the support as Senate president, you are indirectly going to touch your APC governors. At least they will understand that, if our Oga figure they praise this kind of person, we have to do something so that we can get the same praises. But because they do not have our interests at heart, this is the result.
The Abians themselves, do you think they'll vote for a personality, or that could actually stem up some indignation knowing that Otti is going to PDP, so APC?
Otti is going to...
Because somehow, in some way, we could see him romancing. When the governor went to Enugu, Otti was there. I mean, Otti was there. Hold on. Otti was there conspicuously, right? Otti has gone to see the president, which there's nothing wrong with it. But I normally tell them that a governor doesn't need to romance a president. And I've always said it. We run a federating state. A federating state in this country. That's what we run. Because Nigeria is not actually a nation. It's a state. Do you think it's about the party or about the person and about his work?
5 years now is about the person.
So we should not talk about party.
If Otti remains in Labour and run for election, he will win. But it's true that the fear of the unknown is what is killing most of them.
Fear of rigging.
That is the unknown.
I don't understand what you are...
But when PDP was in power in Abia and Otti was coming in, they couldn't rig the election. Clear-cut, Otti won, and it was declared.
Because of the obedient movement. Because of the obedient tsunami.
So the obedient movement has it gone?
What is Labour?
No. Labour and obedient movement are two different...
No. Do you know issues we have in Abia State? I said Otti, every person that won under this movement has scam. They've all left. So, see, don't forget Otti is a politician. Let's always remember this. Forget what he's doing. He's a politician. He wants relevance. He wants to take that office. And if he's threatened, he will move. Don't get me. Don't be interested. These are politicians.
What is the assurance that those that move from Labour to APC, for example, on what's it called, on House of Rep and all that, what's the assurance that they're going to go back to the House?
The issue that they might not even get ticket, but you need a sitting governor because he has the finances of the state to finance the electoral process. He has the finances. So they need every governor. Listen, what they're trying to do, they're trying to coerce Nigeria into a one-party state. And that guarantees Tinubu's return. See, they are working diligently. They are picking every other state. See, off-cycle election. APC has won all of them. Sitting governors, by end of next week, most of them must have moved. So it is a deliberate act. It's a plan they've set in motion, and which they are about to achieve. Listen, if Otti moves, I won't be surprised. But Labour is nowhere now. Labour is in shambles. Labour cannot even put his house in order. And Otti wants to retain. He wants to remain relevant. Who says he cannot run for presidency? If you do it for the next 4 years, there's a chance that you'll be recognized as nationwide. So how can you do that? He has to align with the ruling party. They're waving him olive tree. Come on board. There's a slot for vice president. See, there's so much they could offer him. But for me, coming from Senate presidency is most annoying. You've seen what this man is doing. As you said, instead of praising him,
I told you we'll come to that of the Senate president much later. We don't have much time on us. Abia.
We are happy with our governor.
And APC and Otti. In one sequence, talk about them.
Well, my happiness is very simple. I've been to Abia State several times, passed through Abia State to Akwa Ibom, by road. And I felt so pitied for them, with people that maybe did not go to school, but at least they know what they are doing. Because a normal illiterate from the region, Igbo.
No, even from Aba, a hub of intelligence and creativity.
I don't know. You can imagine. So they are not, from my understanding, they are not stupid people. They are people that know what they want. And they are people that know what they have suffered.
Your advice to Otti?
Otti should concentrate on doing better than he has started. He should go extra mile and work. I believe his work will speak for
Your
him.
advice to Otti?
And the people will stand
My
by him.
final advice for Otti. Otti, you won under the platform of Labour. Operated movement. If I were you, I wait for Obi to move. They take you.
Okay.
Work well.
Your Excellency Governor Otti of Abia State, a performing governor that we have seen in this era. Stay where you are from our analysts. We'll be right back on News Insight.